I was on trial for something I didn't commit. Do any of you guys, anybody out there, can imagine how it is to be put on trial for something you didn't do? It really happened. You know how scary that is? Nobody would help me. Nobody would listen. They're all too good, I guess, or they're all too, I don't have enough time. They notice that they're ruining a life of somebody that's worked their ass off. I've worked 30 years to be where I'm at, and I have nothing today because of people that are supposed to be professionals and supposed to protect and do their job. Many of the law, lawyers, everyone else, you know how much of effect you people have on other people, and you treat people like shit. You act like you're so goddamn good that you can't waste your time with us. You're losing it. There should be no reason why I should be here today making this stupid video. But I'm not going to just say, okay, forget about knowing how bad I want it. I just want this to go away. I want my life back. I want to live back. I want to run. Worry about warrants. Worry about cops looking at me, everything I do, following me. Worry about who I hang out with. What do I do? Where's it all at? What's going on? When there's nothing here. Never dealt a drug in my life. Never sold a drug in my life. Never done anything but work. I use something to stay up to work with, and next thing you know, I'm the worst guy in the world. Yeah, first one's ever done that now. I've proven that I've done nothing wrong. I've proven that you guys have been misled. Now I'm talking to Smigs about what's going on because I'm pissed. I said earlier I like Smigs. I think he's a good cop. Right when I met him, I liked him. I still think he's a good cop. He's led down the wrong direction right now. I am pissed off about my son. He's scared to death of cops now. There's no way in hell that kid's ever done anything, even close, remotely, to have to be put on gunpoint. That's pathetic. But hey, normally it would have been alright, because I would have been that type of person, but I'm not. It's time to stop. It's time to end it. It's time to come talk to me. Okay? Help me in my lawsuits before I come after Coloma with my lawsuits. Because I've done nothing to deserve this. My parents said that I ruined their retirement. Broke them. Oh my God, I took everything. He's got my $1 million. It's all a lie. They stole my money. They have millions and millions and millions of dollars. I didn't ruin no retirement. They took mine, and they've watched me suffer. They've watched me lose my electricity. They've watched my dogs live in my house because I had no way to turn the power back on. In the middle of winter, when AEP turned my power off in January, beginning of January, at the coldest part of winter, boop, turns it off. No way to turn it on. It's to give them $6,000, which I didn't have. So now my pipes are going to freeze. My house is going to shit. It's made into a doghouse. It's nasty as hell. I have to live in hotels because I can't afford the $6,000, and I can't live in a house that's freezing that bad. I had a generator, but it wasn't doing enough. And people go, well, everybody's been in hotels. You can get your power put back on. Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Okay, you backseat drivers. Everyone's a backseat driver. They all know what they would do different. Yeah, I could have done a lot of stuff different. If I could look in, I would have changed a lot. But that's not the way life goes. It's not. So quit trying to tell me what you would have done or what you should have done or what I should have done different because blah, blah, blah. Listen, you were never wanted on a crime you didn't commit. You were never put into trial this far from being butt raped in Jackson prison, this far when cops know that you're telling the truth and they lied and then they lost my evidence. How much more do I need to prove that these are biased people against me? It is illegal to do this to somebody and you're doing it. I wonder why I have warrants issued for my arrest for every tiny little complaint, every complaint. Prosecutor, Mr. and Mrs. Prosecutor in Barron County. Why? Why? I didn't steal a stupid freaking U-Haul van. I didn't steal a stupid Ryder van. The guy told me to take it back. I did. And I still have a warrant for my arrest. Why do I have a warrant for my arrest? Why do I got to get an attorney to explain myself when you guys are the ones doing stuff wrong? You are. There's no reason why I should have a warrant for my arrest. None. I should be able to work. I can't work. I can't do nothing. I've lost thousands and thousands more dollars at a time I don't need to lose. I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm losing customers daily. Whatever's left. Now I'm down to almost nothing. One guy. Because you guys relentless pursuit of me for no reason. Yeah, maybe you're not doing is what I say. Maybe you say it's not that bad. It's not. How am I? I was put on trial by Berrien County for a crime I didn't commit because Coloma Township didn't find anything in my house and they raided it. And they had to stick with the original complaint that got my house raided in the first place because that was supposed to go away, you see. They raid my house, they find all these drugs and guns in my bed, something I do, and all this paraphernalia, and they're going to get me for that. And this rape thing, it's going to go away because there's no evidence for that. We're just using that to get into his house. You did, and you know it. It's a crime. But she didn't find nothing, so you had to stick with it, or you would look pretty stupid, wouldn't you? Yeah. Guess what? And I went to trial. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to represent me, locked up for a year in jail until they're awaiting trial to be found not guilty in 3 minutes. You're trying to tell me that nobody in Berrien County had enough common sense to even evaluate this? And now the prosecutor, Cotter, is a judge? What luck. That's great for me, isn't it? I'm sure he'll say, I don't ever remember that. I don't know it. I don't know Bittner. Yeah, I'm sure you do. What luck you think I'll have going through these stupid new charges or something and trying to get a different place to serve my charges at? Venue. I'd like to change my venue from Berrien County to somewhere else. I think I've proven by far the bias that Berrien County has against me. Even my trial judge. Okay, she did. She handled our cases. I lost a facility that employed 60 people without even saying a word to the judge. 2 attorneys are up there talking frivolous crap they don't even know anything about, but yet I can't say a word. When I tried in the very end, she's trying to make a ruling, which I'm like, none of this makes sense. What are you doing? Hold up. This is my business. I raise my hand. Mr. Bittner, no, Mr. Bittner, no, out. I get kicked out of the courtroom. I can't say a word about defending my own self in a court of law, and that's fair. Court of law is fair. When I can't even talk, I can't even say a word. I wasn't even asked. I can't say nothing. No. Like I'm an idiot. Like I'm a total dumbass. I know nothing about my own business. No. I got treated like shit. Made it look like I know nothing about business. I'm totally unorganized. And my parents gave it to me anyway. So listen, sir, you're a piece of shit. And we're not going to listen from you. Well, kiss my ass. It's bullshit. It's in my life. I lost it. I worked for it. I worked just as hard as you did to become a judge, just as hard as you did to become a cop, just as hard as you did to become anything, prosecutor, anything. I worked just as hard as you did. And you're destroying it for me because of lies. Because of Larry and Roseanne Bittner. What do you have that's hard evidence proof that I've done anything ever but use some drugs? Ever. What? And that's not even that much. Do you know how many people out there make me look like a clown when it comes to drugs? Really? You've been cops for how long? Look at, really. Oh, it's the people I hang out with. Oh. So I'm going to hang out with the people. I'm hanging out with Smig's people. Okay, they're trying to put me in jail for nothing I've ever done. Okay, just because they hate me because they're haters and they want to listen to my parents. Those people are the good people that don't want to talk to me because I'm wanted by the police and I have a warrant. And I know you don't have a warrant no more, but you know what? We don't need you around us, the kids, or we don't need you around us because you're bad. The police said you're bad. Andy from Coloma Township says you're no good. You're no good. Remember, Andy treated me like total dog shit. Treat me like I'm shit on a stick. No excuse. I've worked my ass off. I went through college. I did everything I had to deserve what I have. I deserve respect. I don't deserve to be disrespected by people that don't even know me or don't even have a question to even ask me. I'm fed up with it. I'm done. So I need an attorney. Please. I need help defending myself because I'm down to nothing. Nothing because of stupid BS. I can't even stay here tonight. Because I'm worried about the cops coming here. And you guys say, well, you don't have to worry about that. What are you running from the law for? Everything's good. What? Remind you again, I was on trial, this close to be evicted of criminal sexual conduct when I had nothing to do with it. Period. It went all the way through the trial. And they had no evidence. So, would you be worried? Berrien County does whatever the hell they want to do, charge you with whatever the hell they want to charge you with, and you can't do shit about it, punk kid, because we're badass and you ain't shit. You ain't better than me. That course isn't set up for bad people and I ain't one of them. Like I stole a U-Haul. Yeah. Yeah, what, like I'm going to steal a stupid U-Haul. Come on. Who pushes a warrant after I return it? Failure to return a vehicle over $20,000 is my charge. I got a warrant for that, but I returned the vehicle. It's there. In person, returned it. How can you possibly charge me with that? Oh, you're just going to do it so you can take more of my money, let me get an attorney, put another thing on my record, so someday when the judge looks at me, he's going to think, man, what a piece of shit. My record's going to be this long. A frivolous bullshit that's made up just to make my rap sheet look bad, just to tell the judge that someday when I am convicted of something, he can give me the max. Because I'm a bad person. That's all it's for. And you guys know it. I doubt my mind. Now, all this can go away easy. Easy. Come talk to me. Admit how many times my parents called you guys. For no reason. I got arrested for trespassing, eavesdropping. How the hell can a prosecutor issue a warrant for eavesdropping when the person that is making the complaint takes the recorders out of my dresser drawer and takes them to the cops? It's not like they raided me or found them anywhere that could be eavesdropping, and then complained about me, and it happens to be an ex-wife or wife that I'm going through a divorce with. So you think she might be a little upset? You think? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But hey, listen to everything she says. Let's file a warrant, put them on Crime Stoppers, which completely solidified all of the rumors, which ruined my businesses. Ruined it. Barron County. Who made the call about to go on Crime Stoppers? Why would you put on Crime Stoppers and then say, oh, there's nothing on them. Just drop it. Because you can do anything you want. Right? Okay. Fine. I need an attorney. I ask anybody to help me. Probably not going to get a court-appointed attorney because it's probably not going to be a good idea. I told you that before. I've done nothing. Now, all this thing has one common denominator. Okay? One. Let me tell you why first. Of why my parents did this. We went to trial recently. He stole another $600,000 worth of property from me. My property that was in Michigan Mold's name. Now, of course, the judge is so biased and everyone else. They don't give me a time. None of my evidence was even submitted, and treated me like total dirt, like a total dirtbag piece of shit. Treated me like total crap. Wouldn't give me the time of day, but my parents said, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Bittner, yes, okay, yes, Mr. Bittner, you should just sit down. Get out of my court." The jury instructions were so biased, it's ridiculous. The questions were obvious, okay, and it was point blank meant for me to lose. Any of the questions answered, I would have lost. It's very smart how you arrange those questions to make me lose no matter what. There's a piece of paper that my parents made me sign. They signed. They made it up. Back when I sold my company in 2015, I sold it, gave my dad a check for $300,000, remember, cash. Then he says, "You told me $1 million. And I'm like, what? We don't even have a company left. But M&M Polishing, see, he has nothing to do with it. They have to pay the price now, don't they? Because they had nothing to do with him. My powerhouse, my company that I built, not the judge, not the cops. I built it. You guys just know how to tear it down unfairly because you don't like me because of the rumors. That's all it is. You don't like me. So I lose everything I worked for because you don't like me. Who made you God? That's why we have a justice system, isn't it? Just do your job. Listen to the facts, the evidence, and deal with it. Don't be biased because you think it's a kid that had everything given to me. If it was, who cares? Even if I was what they say I was, it still does not give you the authority to treat me like a piece of crap and arrange things to where I'm not going to win. I'm upset. I'm real upset. Bad part is I really think all these people are good people. The judge, Smigs, all of them. They're good cops, but they're wrong here. So let's see how good these people are if they admit that maybe they were wrong by what they thought or the way they were told or whatever. Because there's a lot of good people indirectly involved. Now, when you start getting professionals, talking to professionals, you're supposed to be able to trust professionals. So I don't blame any of them. What I blame is I'm not actually following through with the job because somebody in Barron County doesn't like me. Somebody high up, some veteran, somebody doesn't like me. They haven't liked me since 1996. They haven't liked me for a long, long time. That's why everything that's brought up, I get a warrant for my arrest. Everything. There's never been, I don't remember one complaint ever brought across the prosecutor's office that I haven't had a warrant issued for. Even my trespassing, the most frivolous BS you could ever imagine. A daddy and a kid breaking my property, my property, my property. When we have property that intermingles, okay, the property lines go together. We have 7 lots here. Didn't you know this? 7 lots. He said I was on this side of the line. I said I was on this side of the line. He was on that side of the line. I mean, that's the most furthest bullcrap you could ever imagine. But yet, I lose the argument and I get a warrant for my arrest. A warrant. That I have to hire an attorney. I have to be arrested. Post bond. Hire an attorney. Again, waste more of my money for no reason for trespassing. Well, let me tell you something. My dad made my mom get a piece of paper from their attorney. They made this piece of paper up because he was so pissed off. Because remember, in 2015, when he sold me the company, in 2005, I bought it. They were supposed to hand over shares every year, but they didn't. They screwed me again. They screwed me again. Can you believe that? If I would have became a Fortune 500 company, they would have stole it again because I'm too stupid because I trusted my parents. Same people you trusted. Because you know what? In 2015, when I went to actually buy it or sell everything, the assets and all that, guess who still owned Michigan Mold? All of it. My dad. Yeah. I still only own 15%. I was supposed to own 85%. He was supposed to own 15% left, but no, they never did it. They never switched the stocks over, so I would have lost again. So they could have stolen it again. That was their plan. See, my dad doesn't care. He wants the money. He wants to control. He doesn't want me to own shit. That's why I did it. Until capital gains tax came. Now all of a sudden he owns capital gains. He's like, oh my God. And he made me pay his capital gains taxes. Now all of a sudden I'm the owner. You own it. You own it. Try to get away from me. Go. Roseanne, go to our attorney. Tell him. So they want nothing else to do with the company. Nothing. They want to be totally away from it because anything and everything has to do with Michigan Mold is mine now because they don't want nothing to do with it. But they forgot about the lake lots. Although my judge and people in my trial, I went to full-blown trial to try to keep my 3 lots that I own personally, that are mine, that I paid for. Now my daddy gets them. I bought it for $75,000 back in the 90s. I paid off millions and millions of dollars in line of credits and loans for CNC machines. I bought a CNC machine, $250,000 paid off. Boom, 5 years paid off. I can't pay off a $75,000 loan. He hasn't complained about it for 10 years. This hasn't been disappeared. 10 years. All of a sudden he gets mad at me, and all of a sudden he never gave me the deed, and now he still owns it. And the judge dies with him. This man foreclosed on me on a building within months. Are you kidding me? You tell me he's going to go 10 years for a lake property that he still owns, but he's not collecting out of nothing? And all of a sudden, boom, he remembers he didn't do a deed, and he goes, oh, it's my property. That's my property. I'll take it back from you, old cocksucker. I'll take it. And what does he do? He takes it. Even though I had the proof of this piece of paper, back when I paid capital gains taxes, this piece of paper said that they want nothing to do with Michigan Mold. It means all its assets and everything. He forgot about the lake lots. It should have been mine, but yeah, he pays. From what I hear, $7,000. I'm not sure about the exact amount, but he pays a lot of money for a handwriting expert to prove that that piece of paper that he made my mom go to the attorneys and get and make everything up that they specially made up so they have nothing to do with Michigan Mold now is null and void because it's not his signature. Then he puts in his ear that I forged it. He put in there as I could have forged this document to prove that I own Michigan Mold and try stealing lots from him. Liar. A flat out, blatant, point blank lie by my fucking own father and my mom. Because that piece of paper said I own everything. You know what though? Let me show you something. No, my dad didn't do that for the lake lots. Okay. My dad knows those lake lots were mine. He just took a risk. But of course everyone thinks I'm an asshole, so they side with him. And, oh, Mr. Larry and Mrs. Mr. Bittner, you guys, because my mom's a writer and kisses her ass. Bullshit. Okay? I worked harder than both of them put together to get where I'm at today. I went through more shit than any of them can ever even imagine going through. The humiliation, the lies, the embarrassment alone is incredible. The rage inside me is insane. But I had to suck it up. Kiss ass. Okay, so he signs the papers. So okay, fine, it's mine. They pay us $7,000 to make sure that it was not signed by my dad, which it wasn't signed by my mom. Did they ask if it was my mom's? No, they didn't ask that. So my mom has signed thousands and thousands of documents for my father in this corporation and everywhere else. So I need a determination whether or not that piece of paper is valid or not. And why wouldn't it be valid? Why does he get his cake and eat it too? If he signs it, then it's true. But my mom signs it, he has a loophole. So I didn't sign it. I think he did it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. If she, I didn't tell her to. It's not mine. He'll do that. He'll throw my mom under the bus for money. My mom signed on his behalf because I was there that day, and he had to go out on the farm and do whatever, and he was bitching and yelling because his break. I got him an app. That was a legal signed document that says everything has to do with Michigan Mold. See, it wasn't about the legals. He remembered this. You know what this is? This is June 21st, 1999. Remember, I was going to get on trial for something I didn't commit. June 21st, 1999, I was still available, still around, no problems. Okay, before the major main hit, I was after the arson thing, but before the trial thing. But but he knew that we got an argument, and he knew that we were upset, and I knew they were up to something. Remember, I said, I think they're up to something. Well, this is what they did. Now, if you notice, at the bottom of this, I didn't sign it. This is a consent to corporate action by the sole incorporator of Michigan Mold, which they never, ever, ever, ever put sole incorporators or sole owners on any documents that I ever signed, ever. It was always on ones I didn't sign because I wasn't around. Because they were tricking me, which is another proof that they tricked me. But it says here in 1999, this is what my father is worried about. I own Michigan Mold. That piece of paper, which the judge should have stuck with, should have determined and made a judgment whether it's legal or not. And if it's not legal, then all the other signatures my mom ever signed for my dad should be null and void, gone. Which means the company, it blows everything out of the water. So what do you want? Do you want it to be legal, because my mother signs for my father all the time, or not? If you make a judgment on that, if I can get an attorney to pull heads out of everyone's asses, we'll figure it out, because you know why he did it. I told my attorney, it's not because of that. You understand, in mediation, my attorney quit because I didn't take this sweet deal that my parents were trying to offer. Basically, they're saying I could never sue them and never do anything, anywhere to them since the day I was born. Since the beginning of time to the end of time. And I said, take that paragraph out, and I'll sign this whole thing. No, it was a paragraph inserted in there that said, from the beginning of time to the end of time, I could never sue my parents for anything or any damages or anything that they ever done to me. That's weird. Why wouldn't you take it out? Why you throw a fit taking it out if that's not a big part of the whole thing? Why? Well, same reason the handwriting is blurred. Because no one will believe me, but this is why. Because now I own everything in Michigan Mold's name, which means this. Upon a motion duly made and adopted by Larry D. Bittner, sole incorporator, and President Director of Michigan Mold, Inc., and F. Roseanne Bittner, Secretary Director of Michigan Mold, the following resolutions was made and adopted. June 21st, 1999. This is before the buyout, before we got this big argument, because he knew that this could happen. What I'm doing today, ousting him, could have happened back then. Get this. Remember what happened on May 3rd? After my dad invested all his money, we bought some stocks. Resolved that effective June 21st, 1999, any outstanding shares of Microsoft stock held by Chase Mellon Shareholder Services Dividend Reinvestment Department, blah, 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 South, due to stock splits will be issued and mailed directly to Michigan Mold, Inc. in certificate form. Per Section 2 Articles of Incorporation of Michigan Mold, Inc., dated May 3rd, 1993. 4 to 5 days after my parents steal my company without me knowing it, we buy stocks with my dad's money. Now, what did we buy? That's one good thing. Here's the gift that we Bittners may have. My mom's an author. I am in business, okay? My dad was stocks. Boom. Guess what? My dad wants to invest in, get this, in 1993, tech stocks, which includes Microsoft, that I bought with my company's money. Okay, I did. And he did, because we're partners. Remember? They stole it all. I didn't know it. Yeah. Do you know how much stocks are worth in 2021? Microsoft stocks that were purchased in 1993? Does anybody out there know what I'm talking about? Millions. Now, these stock certificates are still out there. In Michigan Mold's name that I own, that's my salvation. I want my damn stocks. I can't get my money back from these people ripping me off. I can't do anything about them stealing my company, even though they held me under gunpoint, pretty much extorted me my entire life. If you do this, we're taking this. If you do this, we're taking this. We're taking that. They're assholes. They extorted my entire life to keep my company. Now I'm down. Now they get mad because they can't do anything about it, so they ruin me by rumors and lies again with the cops and police, and I'm here I am today. Tesla drops me. Boeing drops me. Everyone drops me. All my customers drop me because of the rumors, except now Daddy wants to see Roseanne Singer. They ain't no good no more for the lake lots. No. This here. Microsoft stocks, because due to the stock splits, be mailed in certificate form to be mailed directly to Michigan Mold Inc., P.O. Box 705. We have those stock certificates. My dad has those stock certificates, probably in a safety deposit box. The thing is that they're mine. Okay, legally, he signed over all the rights to Michigan Mold and everything that was attached to it, which is mine. I know he didn't sell them because my dad, one thing he likes or dislikes worse than me, one thing that he hates more than me is the IRS. And there's no damn way he's going to pay capital gains taxes on all that money. He would freak the hell out, freak out. So he has these stock certificates that are still in my company's name, Michigan Mold, that I own solely because they had this paper signed. If my mom's signature is valid, then that proves that the lake lot should never went into trial. They're mine anyway, but whatever. It's the stocks that he's worried about. So I brought this up to my loving, and the only one common denominator between everything that's ever happened to me, the main number one asshole of my life, the rumor spreader himself, my brother, Brock Bittner. Brock, hey buddy, you're an asshole. He has spread more lies and rumors about me. All of them come from him, and he's the only one that's been around my parents. Now, what would make my parents not talk to me for 4 years? What bad things would have to be said that bad that my parents won't even speak to me for 4 years after working with me for 20-some years? Trust me with everything they had up until July of 2017, and then my brother steps in and, that's a lot of lies. Everybody I've ever talked to, my brother's never said a good thing about me. He is a liar. He lies about me. He's the one that spread most of the worst rumors around about me. But that's weird. You know why? Because there's only 4 of us in our family. My mom, my dad, me, and my brother. And guess what? You get rid of me. Oh, what does that leave? One sibling. Oh, is that Brocco? That will inherit everything. Why would he be on my side? Why would he give a shit? He hated my dad before this until he found out me and my dad were going to do it. He's like, oh, I love you, Daddy. You're my pops. What's up, pops? Yeah. Kiss my ass. The lies and rumors are out of hand. Now listen, one last thing that bothers me. It's kind of a touchy subject, but I don't like it. It's been bothering me ever since it happened, sometime in 1997. And you think that maybe the main common denominator I have between all my trials, all my problems, the drug charges, the cops, all the little common denominator I have is my bro, my backing me up bro that doesn't talk to me anymore either? For no reason. I've never done anything to this guy. He talks smack. Now, he'll fire back this time and insults. His gift is insulting. He insults and he just fires until everyone just says, leave me alone. Screw you, I don't care. You're a liar. Point blank, pathological liar about me. You tell everybody lies about me. You told mom and dad lies about me. And the worst part, my trial back in 2000, okay? When I went to trial for this fake CSE charge, there was a family there. They were sending me hate mail. It blew me away. I'm like, what are these people doing? What the heck? What's going on? Well, it all stems back to a little young, nice, bright, chippity girl that I dated. That were a few years younger than me. 2.5 years prior, when we broke up, she was in college. She comes back, and it had to be at least a couple years later. I was in my new building yet, but it was before the fire, obviously, because I was still in that building. She wanted me to sponsor a softball team. She was always big into sports, and she was popular and happy and straight A's. Janelle, sometime, I think it was 1997, maybe early 1998, I can't remember exactly, but Janelle committed suicide. Now, for some reason, her parents and her sisters thought that I had something to do with it. I went to her funeral and everything was, no one said anything, and went until I got into trial. Next thing I know, they're over there, and they actually think that I did something to this girl, which I never did. I talked to her one time, maybe a second time, about the sponsoring her softball team, but she was different. When I seen her, hugged her, she smelled different, looked different, acted different. She looked like she was unhappy. I have no clue, nothing about her personal life, what was even going on at that time. Not zero. I knew nothing. Now, do you think that maybe that's when the rumor started, and that's why Baron County don't like me today? Because do you think that my brother, that was really good friends with her sister and her sister's husband, do you think that maybe that lying, gossiping, POS said that I had something to do with Janelle? Do you think he may have spread rumors then, and that's what made them think that I had something to do with her? Because I had nothing. It blows me away. I think about it all the time. You know what it feels like that somebody's loved ones thinking that you had something to do with the death of somebody in their family? That is the most gut-wrenching, pathetic shit you can ever deal with. I've never been able to say my 2 cents because no one ever asked me. I got hate mail. They hate me, and I know deep inside. I know they went around how people can affect people that commit suicide. Well, I'm telling you one thing right now. I had nothing to do with that. I only talked to her once, and I knew something was wrong. But I can tell you one thing. I can tell you my opinion about it if somebody ever wants to come talk to me about it, what I think might have really happened. But they have to come talk to me because I've been around people on drugs. It never works out that way. Something else was bothering that girl. It wasn't drugs. And if someone says that I gave her drugs or I did drugs with her, they're a freaking liar. Prove it. They are a liar to no extent. I never did anything with that girl. I talked about sponsoring her softball team one time in my shop. I may have talked to her on the phone. I can't remember if I even met her for lunch. It was so long ago, but I talked to the girl rarely. I didn't know anything about her at that time. Nothing. So tell me, how did you people come to the conclusion I had something to do with it? Somebody had to say something, and I can almost guarantee it was my brother. But I'm just guessing. If it was something else, tell me. Because I want to know. Because I don't like it. Now, just by chance, her stepfather at that time, I think it was her stepfather, Jack, was a Barron County cop. Now, do you think he might be one of the old-timers in there that they think that I had something to do with her death, and they despise me for it, and they really want me to go down and burn in hell because of that? Maybe. But I can guarantee you that fictitious, ridiculous rumor came from my brother, probably. Somebody I don't like, somebody don't like me. And stuck with it, because there's no reason why they wouldn't have been at my trial if they didn't fully think in their head, 100%, that I had something to do with her. And I had nothing at all. And I don't know how to explain it even more. Nothing. I didn't know her at all then. Well, I at least had to put that in there because that's been bugging me for a long time. But I have more information if anybody wants to get their head out of their ass and actually come talk to me. Drop these stupid, ridiculous charges about stealing a stupid U-Haul van and a Ryder van just to get me corralled. I had nothing to do with that girl. I had nothing to do with any of this stuff. The lies and rumors spread by my brother and my parents are all lies and rumors. There's no proof. The cops have nothing on me. I'm not the person you say I am. I'm not the person that you spread rumors about. My son deserves a break, and I deserve a break. I just want to get on with my life and get over with it and leave it. But I'm not going to plead to some stupid I didn't do. I'm not going to sit here and keep running from the cops and thinking, oh my God, I'm worrying myself. You guys, it's out now. Let's hash it out. Come on. If I'm that bad, what do you got? Let's bring it out. I think everyone's good people. I think everyone in here is mixed up, except for my brother that lies purposely, and my parents that stole my company, no matter what happened, stole it in 1993. Whatever happened after 1996 isn't my fault. You don't break a marathon runner's legs and kneecaps and bitch at him because he don't win the marathon anymore, or yell how he's going to do it, because my life changed then, and it's been in survival the last couple of years. I was able to overcome that and drive and build my company to 80 employees and damn near tier 1 until my parents got pissed off and destroyed it again because of lies and rumors. Now I'm broke, so I need somebody to help me. I like to have loans. I don't care who it is, but somebody help me get these attorneys and these lawsuits going on. Somebody help me. I don't care if it's $5, 2 cents. I don't care what it is. My Cash App. I'm supposed to be on here somewhere. I don't know. Probably ain't gonna get shit. But listen, I'm not begging for any money. I want to rebuild what I had, rebuild this company, and I'm gonna get rid of the people that came after me, because my life has changed. Okay, a ton, and so is my son's future. This real life. You guys aren't just small town Columbia just talking names and sticks and stones to break my bones, and names will never hurt me. It's a lie. It's the worst thing I ever heard in my life. I don't know why I even say that. Names do go a long ways, because, especially when it comes from cops. Just leave me alone. Come talk to me. Drop these stupid charges. Let me get back to my life, please. I'm at home. I want to stay here, but I can't, because I'll probably have the cops show up. And that's cool. Come on, so you're under arrest for, I don't know what. We'll figure it out. They're all good people. They didn't get to where they're at because they're stupid. So let's figure out why we're at this point. Because I've worked just as hard as all of you. And I don't deserve this. Thank you.